Once again, a very big congratulations to David Adeleke, aka Davido, and Chioma Roland's Adeleke for the birth of their twins. As you all know, back then something tragic happened, but now it is celebration galore. Governor of Osun State, Governor Ademola Adeleke, the uncle of Davido. As you know, the bond between them is like that of a father and son. Back then, when the campaign and all of those issues, the tribunal were so much, tough, they all stood together as family, and Davido was there to help his uncle to achieve his aim. And it will be proper for Uncle Ademola to turn up to congratulate Chioma and Davido for the birth of their twins, a boy and a girl. That is just the two gender that exist in this world. And when you have these at once, what else? A boy and a girl. That is a complete setup. And this is happening barely 1 year after the RIP of their son, Ifeanyi. In fact, there is a mystery that surrounds it. The same month, October, that Ifeanyi left them in a tragic way, right in his father's house, right inside of the pool. It is the same month that Chioma welcomed a boy and a girl. According to the report that landed on our desk, Governor of Osun State, Governor Ademola, surprised Chioma and the babies with a very expensive gift. It is more of a land of milk and honey for Chioma. I mean, she's just swimming in it here and there. Back then, the issue that could have broken them apart, Ifeanyi was the one unifying them back again. And eventually, something happened that tied the knot together. And now they have a boy and a girl. And Governor Ademola turned up the same way David Adeleke turned up for him. Even in those days that he was mourning his son, he still turned up with Chioma, like, you know what, we will still go there and do what we need to do. God will fulfill it. And when people say what God cannot do does not exist, I mean, at the end of the day, when people see the life of Davido, and they begin to kind of say, I think things are just working for these people, although they might have their own internal issues and crises, things that they are dealing with internally. But when it comes to certain kinds of progress, it is happening in leaps and bounds. So the gift that Governor Ademola dropped for Chioma and the baby is so large. I mean, not so long after David Adeleke decided to gift Chioma a very expensive mansion right there in the United States, Atlanta. This is the same Chioma that a known blogger, what are we going to call her? She said she's a journalist. She said that Chioma cannot go to the US because Davido is married to one Anita or one lady somewhere. Of course, we know that David Adeleke has several baby mamas, even in the United States. At the end of the day, it did not turn out to be true. Chioma was finally she was able to go to the US, and look at it, she's there for medical treatment, there for everything, and finally she gave birth to twins right there. We all saw the video. It's right there. You can see it. It's right there. This is not a made-up story. So tell your storm how big or bigger your God is. That's just what it is. Whatever it is that comes to us, you should tell that storm, tell that problem how big that, hey, listen, my own God is bigger than you. My God is the creator of heaven and earth, and he has given me the power to say, and it shall come to pass. So if we go back to certain things that happened when she lost her son and all of the baby mama drama, there is one called Ivana Bay. I think she's based somewhere in France. And another lady called Anita. She's based somewhere in the United States, I think New York. And, both of them allege that they are pregnant for David Adeleke. And the other said she lost the pregnancy, the one in France, she said she lost the pregnancy. And the one in America said she's even, she's still pregnant till date. That's what she claimed. She showed baby bumps. She showed a test, and she said she wasn't aware of the marriage and all of that. That as at the time that David Adeleke claimed he was married or wasn't, whatever it is, that both of them were together, rocking it together. And in the same moment, the one in France released an audio where Mr. David Adeleke, aka Davido, was saying some terrible things about Chioma. So when people looked at everything, they said, well, we are positive regardless. We don't care what is happening out there. Why? Because people understood what competition is, even though it is unhealthy. They said, regardless, we are not going to accept this. It is Chioma. It is our own Nigerian babe, Chioma. Well, David Adeleke has other children with other women out there. So if the ones in Nigeria and the ones we know and the ones we don't know, they say it's a big web, according to the audio and the chat that the one in America, Anita, shared. And she did not make up that part that she was or used to be with David Adeleke. She showed pictures, videos, chats, and many other things that showed and indicate that both of them used to be together. Now that he's married and he has said my wife, and it is now something that is public knowledge with the twins and everything, it's kind of a bond, suppose a bond, but we don't know. Maybe in some couple of minutes times, the man is going to rearrange his show once again, and the next thing you will hear, of course, we'll bring these stories together, but we are not praying for such. But it is a journey, and we don't know when it will end. What I mean, another woman coming out saying, I am pregnant, I have a child for Davido, and Davido will be like, then he will release another song, and people will applaud and be like, it's okay, as long as Chioma is still the wife, as long as that's what people will be comfortable. Why? Because we have this culture of always praising someone who has money, and of course you cannot dictate to a man. We can only say our own piece. You can't tell him how to live his life. It's left for the women who are there to decide if they, like Chioma, to decide if she wants to remain in that marriage. After all, someone like May Edochie said, no, I am not interested in this journey. You see? So it's left for her. And somebody say, it's because of money. That is why some of those women do not care. They want to remain in that show. They want to have children. But I don't know why Chioma or whoever is wherever they are. But at least it's a good thing that this is happening. And we will wait to see how all of these things turns out to be. What are your own thoughts, suggestion, and advice for Chioma and Mr. David Adeleke? Drop it in the comment section, like and share. See you in the next update.